Peace and positive vibes. If you didn't rock with me while I'm alive, definitely don't give me my flowers when I'm dead. If you couldn't tell me in my physical presence while being here in this 3D realm, this earthly realm, how much of an impact I probably might have been upon your life. If you couldn't tell me how much you love me as an individual, if you didn't care to share my videos or whatever, I'm just saying, just throwing it out there. If you didn't care to do none of these stuff when I'm here present in this physical realm, alive, definitely when I'm dead, don't give me no flowers. Don't wait till then to share my videos. Don't wait till then to tell me how much of an impact I was in your life. Because at that point, you're just giving notions on deaf ears. Because at that point, I can't hear you at that point. I done ascended. And this is a mental illness in this realm. Why do we wait for persons to die to give them their flowers? Why? Why do we do this? We see it keep playing out. We see it with Michael Jackson. We see it with Amy Winehouse. We see it with Whitney Houston. We see it with Nipsey Hussle. Just to call it a few. Why do we wait for persons to die to give our flowers? I don't get it. Why? It's a serious cognitive dissonant way of thinking that we have. It's a mental illness. That we don't want to give persons their flowers while they are alive so they can experience that emotion. Let's look at Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, it was a point in Michael Jackson's life where everything on the media was just to crush him. Wacko Jacko all over the media. Wacko Jacko all over social media. Eminem went out of his way to make an entire video where he depicted Michael Jackson in a bad way. Where he had his hair on fire, his nose dropping off, him playing with kids in the video. Alright? Persons making all type bad notions to Michael Jackson, basically. Just spreading hate to him. Then when he dies, everyone and their grandma want to come out and say how much they used to love him, how much they used to look up to him, how much he meant to them. You don't think when he was alive, those words were words of encouragement that he needed at that time? When you listen to Stranger in Moscow, he basically was to the point where he just wanted to die when you listen to that song. But for some reason, for some odd reason, we feel like, okay, wait for them to die, then say how much of an impact there was. Yes, it's fine, don't get me wrong. Nothing wrong with expressing your love for somebody's life. That's what a funeral should be. It should be where you expressing your love for that person on that day, for that funeral. Yes, I get that. But you're supposed to give whatever individual it is, whether it's a friend, a family member, a celebrity who you used to look up to, you're supposed to give them their flowers when they were living. Nipsey Hussle was trying his best to have chart-topping music. Then, all of a sudden, when he dies, then he shoots up in the top 10 on the Billboard charts. You don't think he wanted to experience that when he was living? You don't think Aaliyah wanted to experience that when she was living too? To be number one for so long on the billboards? Why do we think that they want to experience this when they die? They aren't here no more in the physical realm to experience this. It's mind-boggling. We see the same thing now with DMX. When he was being locked up, when he was at his lowest point, being locked up for theft, and everyone making fun of him, saying that he fell off. All over social media, you know it. The memes is all over social media. Then when he dies, then everyone want to come out the woodwork. Them and their grandma want to come out and say how much he was a beast on the rap scene. How much of a legend he was, how he impacted their lives. Same thing with Whitney Houston. We see the same thing with her too. When are we going to wake up and say that we got to start giving folks their flowers while they are living? You know what we could do as humans? 2 to 3 months from now, we'll act as if this didn't even exist. Like DMX didn't die. then we'll go back into our cognitive dissonant way of thinking. Whereas we get mad at our friends and family members for small situations that we could get past. Then we pretend like they don't exist. Then when they die, then here comes all the hypocrites. Want to say how much this person meant to them. And it's sad. It's sad how much examples we need until we can wake up and see that we got to stop being so cognitive dissonant. And it's sickening that we only want to give persons their flowers when they die. You came here for an experience. You want to experience all emotions. So why we want to hold back these emotions and then give these emotions out when they done ascended? They ain't even know what experienced it. And another thing I want to touch on too is that we honor the celebrities so much. We call them heroes. We look at them and call them heroes. But we don't look at the machinery behind it. The music industry. We look up to these celebrities as heroes. And we can't see that they were victims by the machine, aka the beast. This music industry. Why everyone keep dying from drug overdose? There's something behind this. We are not looking at this. These celebrities' lives aren't their own. Most of them. Even me myself, I do music also. I had music on the radio, I had interviews. Numerous interviews. But if I'm gonna do music, I'm gonna do that independently. Because it's a big machinery. When you sign over to this big machinery, your life isn't your own no more. You put your life in the hands of the machine, aka the music industry. And when they don't love you no more, when they don't want people to love you no more, you could bet your life on it that the media is going to put out all type of narratives to make everyone hate you. And everyone is going to fall into that cognitive dissonant way of thinking, whatever the media says about you. And they're going to predicate that all over the internet. That hate. Put you in a realm of wanting to commit suicide as that celebrity. Who that agenda is being attacked upon. Then when you die, everyone now and their grandma want to come on and say how much they loved you, how much you meant to them. Isn't that being a hypocrite? Give folks their flowers when they are alive. This is the point of this video. Give folks their flowers when they are alive. You still mad at your friend from 20 years ago from something what they did? You still ain't forgive them yet? Then when they dead, you go and be at their funeral? Saying how much you love them? You still mad at your cousin or your auntie or even your mother or brother or sister for something so small that happened probably 50 years ago? Then when they die, you want to be to their funeral? Crying? Saying how much you love them? When are we going to wake up? Stop being so cognitive dissonant. Yes, there are some situations that almost unforgivable. I get that. I'm not trying to say that we're supposed to just forgive so easily. I know some things could happen. Whereas it make you literally just want to separate yourself. Nothing wrong with that. But I'm trying to say is that we got to stop being such of a hypocrite. Whereas when persons die, then we want to come out and say how much they meant to us and give our flowers then. Why couldn't we give them their flowers when they was living? It's some things that we could forgive and move on with. You don't have to bake bread. You don't have to bake bread with them no more, no. But you could forgive and move on. And if that person meant some type of an impact upon your life, give them their flowers. Peace and positive vibes. And know thyself. Worth. Limitless.